Hello guys, this is Aiden and Matt from Sport Crazy, and this is the first Sport Crazy Sport Talk podcast installment, and it's also the first time you guys have seen our faces. Um, and pretty much what we'll be talking about this podcast episode is week one of the Premier League. It is done and complete in the history books, whatever you call it, and we will talk about what we liked and didn't like from the teams that we saw play.
Alright, so first off we'll talk about the scores. So Hull versus QPR, Hull won that game 1-0. Some people may have been mad. QPR should have done better, but West Ham versus Tottenham. Tottenham only won 1-0. Excuse me. Man United versus Swansea. Swansea, they didn't play as good as Man United, but they still took the win 2-1. Stoke versus Aston Villa, 1-0 to Aston Villa. That was a pretty close game. Everton versus Leicester City, however you want to pronounce it. That was a tie, 2-2. Arsenal versus Crystal Palace, that was 2-1 to Arsenal. Surprised they didn't get the win by more, but hey ho. West Brom versus Sunderland, that was again a tie, 2-2. Liverpool beat Southampton with the score of 2-1. Man City beat Newcastle with the score of 2-0, so some Man City fans would have been very, very happy about that. And finally we have Chelsea absolutely demolishing Burnley, and they got the win 3-1. So those are the scores.
I know I only saw the Manchester-Swansea game. I only saw the second half of Liverpool-Southampton, and I saw the Newcastle-Man City game. Those were the three games I watched this last week. Matt, what games did you see again?
I saw some of the Everton one, and I saw the Man U one, because I'm a Man U fan. And I don't think I watched any. Oh yeah, I watched like the last 20 minutes of the Man City match. Newcastle, like, they worked their butt off, man.
Yeah, I
They
know.
were so good.
It was a pretty good game on both ends. Let's start off the Man U Swansea one. Louis van Gaal, first
Yeah,
game in charge on the job.
not looking good. But, Man U got very unlucky.
Yeah,
Rooney did have the nice bicycle kick
That
kind
was
of
a pretty-
thing,
yeah,
like 6 yards out, but
yeah.
still nice.
I think that could be a goal of the week nominee. That and the McGeady goal. We'll talk about that in later, I guess. But first of all, Man City, or it's not Man City, Man U, Swansea. Swansea, their second goal was kind of cheap. Well, not cheap, but it was kind of unlucky. It went off of Vidic and into the net. And of course, with about 5 minutes later,
No, not Vidic. Vidic moved to Inter.
I don't know.
Phil Jones, I guess.
I don't know. And then also, sorry guys.
Their second goal?
No, I meant like, sorry, in the last 5 minutes, I'm bad at talking, sorry guys. Manchester City or Man United were absolutely peppering the goal.
Yeah.
One chance in particular where a guy took a shot, I'm not sure who it was. Rooney was standing in front of the goal and it hit him in the leg and went out of bounds, and just kind of summed up their afternoon.
Yeah.
Rooney did score a nice goal, which would be a positive for them. And for all you fans Man U fans, you don't have to really worry because, I mean, Man U, they looked great. Of course,
They played great.
I didn't remember if Luke Shaw played. He was a real eye-opening transfer that they made, like a $53 million deal. Like,
That's a lot
for a player who was only making about $28 million last year.
Yeah, they doubled the price
That's
almost. We're hoping to look in to get Vidal. Hopefully, that would be really good for Man United. That would put us on top. Then we Poe in our center mid, and they're also trying to get, I believe, another center mid. I can't remember, but they're looking to get 2 more players. Louis van Gaal did state at the start of the season there is no budget, only money. So hopefully he spends it wisely.
Yeah. Well, the one thing that I thought Moyes didn't do correctly was he didn't spend enough. Like he didn't buy any real new players. Like at the start of the season, he only bought like Fellaini,
Yeah.
and then halfway at the end of the season, he bought Juan Mata, and I think he also bought that other guy. I forget what his name was.
Fellaini.
Not Fellaini,
No.
the other guy.
Januzaj?
Januzaj, yeah.
Yeah.
And only those are like only 3 real big transfers. Of course, they probably made a few more, but not. Those aren't championship signings. I mean, of course, Rooney wasn't very happy at playing under David Moyes at first anyway, and then
Back.
yeah.
But anyway, for the let's just talk about the Everton game again.
Everton, Aiden McGeady, my favorite player ever, my boy, my man, whatever you want to call him. For me, I love that guy to death. He scored his first goal with Everton. He played with Celtic action. I'm wearing Celtic jersey right here. Played with Celtic at first, then he got transferred to Spartak Moscow, and then last year, in the April transfer window, I believe it was, he got transferred to Everton. Only started 1 game, didn't really get a chance to really shine. First Premier League start he scores, maybe one of the goals of the season.
Yeah, he had a cracking goal. He really showed Everton like what he can do basically. If you guys want to watch that goal, I'll have a link in the description. If not, just look it up. Aiden McGeady versus Leicester City. But yeah, it was a really good goal there, guys.
Yeah. He got it on the edge of the 18-yard box, and the goalie wasn't out in net. I mean, he was challenging him. He was pretty far out of his net, but challenging McGeady. So he was being pressured, and there was already 4 defenders in net, and he just curled it in J-bar far right, I believe, right J-bar, and it went in. It was nice.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
But tell us, guys, what's your favorite Premier League player? But the Chelsea game, I'm surprised they didn't beat them 4-1. I mean, Burnley are a new team in the Premier League this season.
I don't know. I think Mourinho will be happy with the start to the season.
Everyone's going to be happy, of course, but I just think they should have done better against an unknown team that's coming into the Premier League for the first time, I think.
Burnley's last season opener, they actually played Man U, I think, and beat them 1-0. Well, I believe, that was...
Jeez.
Sorry, no, that was Chelsea they beat.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, no, they beat Chelsea, in their last season opener in the Premier League, and that was, of course, I believe in 2010, where they beat Chelsea 1-0. Their goalie saved a penalty kick. The guy who scored, it was a defender, and he scored a rocket goal. It was amazing.
Yeah.
I think I watched that game on TV. I just couldn't believe that Chelsea had lost that game.
Yeah, but since we're in the relegation kind of area topic,
yeah,
I'm a bit bummed out that Cardiff went out. I really like Cardiff. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He used to play for Man U. He was a great player. I think Cardiff should have done a little better, maybe 15th or something. They can't be relegated. At least 15th. Next time, boys. But
Norwich and Fulham were the other 2 teams that lost. Fulham had a really long spell in the Premier League. Norwich only up for about 3 years and went back down.
Yeah.
I know.
I have a feeling we may see them next season again, though.
Fulham, I think, too. Fulham's not going to want to stay down there for long.
Who I was surprised with was Southampton. They came 8th. That's a really good...
Southampton, yeah, I know.
That's a really good placing in the standings.
And we'll move on to the next match that I know I saw. I don't think Matt saw it, but it was a Southampton-Liverpool game. Liverpool winning 2-1. I only saw the second half of that game, but in that second half, for a good 30 minutes, Southampton pretty much controlled the play. Like it was good to watch. I mean, Liverpool couldn't get it out of their own end, and Southampton sort of collapsed on them. Got forward, sent a lot of people forward, and forced a lot of turnovers in front of the Liverpool net, and got a lot of scoring opportunities. The one thing they have to look to do is try to finish those, because their finishing wasn't very as good as I thought that they should have been.
Yeah.
Scored one really nice goal off of a 1-2. I can't remember any of the players because I don't really pay attention to Southampton, but of course this team, they lost Ricky Lampard to Liverpool, Luke Shaw to Man U, and they're still doing really well.
Yeah, I think they're gonna do a little less. I think they're gonna do worse this season, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I think they're gonna come below 8.
Oh.
But it is what it is. So all those games are gone now.
Yeah.
Go watch the highlights. They're amazing. I know I watched them.
Yeah.
But what do you think the next matches will be? I'm confident Man United will.
They play Sunderland next, I believe.
Sunderland, yeah, I'm confident they're gonna win that. Maybe Sunderland will have a what's the word? Shining star, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe someone will come out for them and just bang it in the back of the net. Do they
Yeah.
still have Peter Crouch?
No, he played for Stoke.
Oh yeah, still.
Yeah. That game's at the Stadium of Light on Saturday, I believe. Friday, I think.
Yeah.
One of the days. Then another game I'd like to talk about, Man City Newcastle at St. James's Park. First game, of course, of Man City's title defense, and they didn't play bad. It just they played against an opponent who really tested them. And the scoreline 2-0 doesn't really reflect how Newcastle played, because they played pretty well. I mean, like Southampton, they moved the ball around really well. They got into the penalty area, really ran at the Man City defense, and even though Man City scored like 2 goals or 1 goal at the end of each half.
I saw David Silva's goal.
Yeah, that was a nice goal. So, Jacko's assist.
I didn't rate it really.
Yeah.
But Aguero's, that finish. Well, like
Aguero's, yeah.
that he stuck there and he got the rebound.
Yeah, that was really good.
Most players don't do that.
Yeah. What was his name? Sissoko had a really good chance at the end of the game.
Oh, yeah.
Got the ball just inside the penalty area, put it over the net. I remember I was sitting in a chair. I jumped out of it and lay on the ground. I couldn't believe he missed that shot.
Yeah, that could have tied it up.
Yeah.
But then they went out for the counter attack, and Aguero just scored. So Sissoko kind of messed that all up.
Yeah.
And with his left as well, and you can't be doing that. But one thing I really am excited for is FIFA 15. I hear there's gonna be really good gameplay now. It's gonna be even better than last year. Hard to believe, but they're gonna have new features. They're gonna have a goal line technology now.
Ooh.
Yeah, did you know that?
No, I did not.
Well,
I only saw a trailer, and I saw it like 4 months after it came out or something, not like that.
But only when you get a bar down, it shows you a goal line technology.
Really?
So go buy it when it's out.
Or pre-order it.
Yeah.
It's already up for pre-order. I think it will be fun. I remember I pre-ordered FIFA 14 last year. Didn't even buy FIFA 13. Kind of didn't go out and buy that. I don't know why I did that. I just didn't.
And it wasn't the best of games anyway, so you didn't really.
Yeah, I know. FIFA 14 though, I loved that game. It was really fun to play. I actually liked FIFA 12 a lot, where the career mode stuff in there. I like that a lot. But comment below what your favorite FIFA game is,
Yeah,
and
FIFA
tell
game.
us about that.
Well, FIFA game, EA Sports game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
World Cup in 2018 is gonna be beast. I mean, I'm looking ahead into the future like a lot. But 2014 was good, so I wonder what they're gonna have in store for 2018.
In Russia.
Still 4 years ago, away, but yeah. I'm excited for FIFA 15. I'm for sure gonna pre-order it. That's gonna be on my to-do list next week. Hopefully get some pack openings. If I do, I'll show you guys. Maybe Aiden too, if he feels like it.
Yeah.
I actually feel tall right now because normally Aiden's the taller one.
We had to sit in I had to sit in a smaller chair because my head stuck up over the screen.
Yeah.
So we just switched spots.
He's like this. He's like sitting down and he's like, "Hey guys." But yeah, excited for FIFA 15. The next game. Do you know how Liga BBVA went with
the Liga?
Barcelona? Did they win?
It hasn't started yet.
Oh, it hasn't started?
No, the way it works is the first league in Europe to begin is Ligue 1, the French league, and we forgot to talk about that. We will make a different separate show about that, talking about Liga. So all you Ibra fans, don't worry.
And Cavani.
Oh yeah, Cavani.
I mean, PSG has a beast team. They're probably
they got all that money though.
Yeah.
Cha-ching.
So,
I mean, who else did they have? That
they have
Brazil.
They have Lavezzi,
Thiago Silva, and
Lucas.
and
I think.
and they also got in the transfer window this year. They got David Luiz from Chelsea. So
Oh, actually.
yeah, be sure to watch out for them. Luiz and Thiago Silva in the middle.
No, didn't David Luiz play it in the Chelsea game?
I don't know. I didn't see the Chelsea game, but I thought I.
Oh, jeez.
That's
if
what
they
I thought.
did.
Yeah, I know.
Did they have Diego Forlan? I can't remember.
No, Forlan, no.
No, not anymore. I think they used to have it. Did they?
Might have. I think he played for Inter. I know that. Like a year, and then went to the Uruguayan league to play.
I know my brother said that Nani left Man United.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I didn't know too much about that, but he was one of my favorite players, so pretty sad about that.
Ever left too. He went to Juventus.
Yeah. I think that's gonna be a good move for him, though.
Yeah. Anyway,
should do some
so
good.
like I said, the first three leagues to start are Liga, SPL, and Barclays Premier League. So nobody really cares about the SPL. The Liga we forgot to we'll do later, and we just decided to do the Premier League. And now it's time for another part of this episode called pre-match prediction. And so the first match we're gonna do is Everton versus Arsenal at Goodison Park.
Oh.
It's gonna be a big game for both teams. Of course, Arsenal trying to get 6 points in 2 games, try to get right ahead in the title race. And Everton just trying to get their first win after a shocking, I might say, draw against Leicester City, whatever. And who do you think will win that one? It's at Goodison Park.
I don't know. I actually have a feeling it's gonna be a tie.
A tie?
Just because they're both equally great teams.
Yeah.
They can play well with each other on their teams. And I mean, like, I don't know. I just have a feeling it's gonna be a tie. I'm hoping for a win for Everton, just so that it puts them ahead Arsenal.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Arsenal in this because I really think that they're after getting confidence after winning their first game, and of course Everton was kind of shaky in their first game, tied a promoted team just for this year. Not a very good game for them.
Yeah.
Not a really good result. I'm not saying they didn't play good, but next one, another title contending game. Liverpool, Man City
Oh.
at the Etihad Stadium in Manchester. Oh man, I'm gonna go first with this one. I am a Liverpool fan. I love their team so much. Suarez leaving was kind of a killer, but of course he was a dirty player.
Yeah.
Oh,
But I'm gonna have to go with Liverpool as well, I think.
Oh, Liverpool? No, I was going with Man City actually.
I'm going with Liverpool.
I said Man City because they looked a lot more convincing to me in their game against Newcastle. Scored 2 goals, played pretty well. Dzeko, Aguero, Silva, Yaya Toure, all those guys, they played really well. Liverpool to me kind of looks shaky, not really ready, but who knows, that was just the first game. But I hope Liverpool win, but I think Man City will be able to win that one.
Yeah. Do you know who Newcastle is playing next?
Not sure.
But
We're gonna move over to. Sorry.
I their new striker. I believe he's 20 or 19 or 20. He is a beast. He is really good up front.
Didn't they pick up some French guys? I thought they got.